Hello everyone and welcome to another Halloo Sees It review. Today I am reviewing the Boulderball Team Climb set. I, a while ago, reviewed the original Boulder Ball, which I have in my hands here. And it consistently sits at one of my most top viewed videos. It's very popular and I think for good reason. It's a good quality puzzle that really brings together kind of that sense of game with kind of almost like a twister for your fingers type experience, and the concept of like rock climbing, right? And the grip and practicing, working on your finger strength and the different holds. And so really fun, entertaining. Everyone that I've introduced it to just really enjoys the Boulder Ball. I will include a link to my original review of this in the description of this video. This video specifically is going to cover what comes in the Team Climb set. I'll show you what came in the original set in this video as well for comparison. And I will actually be including a link to the description in the description of this video for a video of me actually putting together the ball that comes in this particular set. And so I'll have that as a separate video. I've had some people question or ask, hey, is there a video of you putting the ball together? I didn't want to take this one apart. So now that I have another ball, I'll actually be making a video of me putting it together. And I'll post a link to that in the description of this video, as well as my original, so people can check that out as well. So let's go ahead and show you some of the differences between kind of the original set. I have the outside box here, but it's great. I've had some questions and comments on, with the original one. People were wondering, hey, can I, play this with other players? Can I have like a competition? Can we use it for, like team exercise, working together, communication? It's a great idea. And so I was really excited when Boulderball actually had this set that is specifically designed and includes cards and things in here that are specifically designed for that you can play with teams. And so I think it's such a great concept and a fun concept, because this is a great solo puzzle and be able to do this by yourself. But it's also a great way that you could actually play with other players and have lots of fun and work on your communication skills and all of that. So really fun. What came in the original box? I'm going to show you that first. So I stuck it here in kind of the outside box that I had this come in. I've held on to all this. I still haven't used the chalk yet, and I may actually do a follow-up video on the chalk and my experience with it, because I haven't wanted to make a mess. But I think I will post a video as well. And when that gets posted, I'll update this description of the video with a link to it as well, to just compare the chalk and the usage of it and my experience with it. So I haven't done that quite yet, but when I do, I'll post a link to that as well. So the original one, you came with two of these chalk sticks that you could use to get some more grip for the ball. I have, of course, the instructions here on how to put the ball together itself, as well as instructions for how to play. There are some links, some QR codes for the videos. And so you have the rules, the chalk, and this little package of route cards. This is call it the Famous Mountains set of routes. Again, there are routes that you can get in their app. as well. You can get some additional ones, but named after some famous mountains. Again, there's some different kind of instructions or guidance here on, so free climbing, the dyno, skywalk, some different things like that. So this is the original set. I'll keep this handy, kind of compare it with the Team Climb. So in the Team Climb box, we open it up and we see of course, the Boulder ball itself. So this is same packaging as the original here. We'll open it up. This is going to be not made yet. Again, I'm going to make this on video. But we have the rule set here. You'll actually get the same famous mountains set as the original, or that by itself. You'll also get the 2 chalk sticks as well. So everything that the original one you get in this Team Climb, and we'll show you what you get in addition to that. So you're not missing out if you get just the Team Climb. You're actually getting everything in the original standalone plus some additional components we'll show you in a moment. And again, I don't know that in my first video I had all the pieces separately. So again, here is the Boulder ball pieces, and that will turn into this. And that's your first route. That's your first puzzle, is putting all of the pieces together. And it is pretty straightforward. It does take a little bit of effort, but it's pretty fun putting it together, honestly. But it's made up of these little black pieces and these different colored pieces that are going to represent those different holds. You have some larger ones that are indents. You have some pieces that come out that you're going to use as your holds. So again, separate video, show you how to put that together. But comes with all of the same good stuff that the original does. So definitely, I think this is the set that you're going to want to go with, because it's just more Boulder ball goodness. So you have all of that in packaged. So what else do you get in the Team Climb set? You open this up, you're going to get a thing of what they call liquid chalk for a better grip. So I'm very interested in trying this out. Again, going to be messy. I'm going to try this outside to see just how much this gets everywhere, if it's pretty well contained. But I'm excited to try it out. I'll do a separate video on comparing the chalks. Again, I'm not really an avid rock climber, right? So I get into this, I've enjoyed some rock climbing, but honestly, my grip is not very strong. And it's something I've struggled with. So that's something I've really enjoyed with the Boulder ball, is the fact that, I'm only really needing to support the weight of the ball as I grip this, right? Not my whole body weight as I'm climbing up. So very cool. So I'm excited to try this liquid chalk out as well. So that's the first kind of new thing in the set. And then there's this other set of for the Team Climb expansion is included. So with that, we open it up here. This slides out. We have a rule set here, multiple languages with QR codes as well. But it's got a repeat of the basic rules that you'll find in the Boulder ball box, that original set. But with that, there is, again, QR codes for specifics, the basics, the special. There's some different game modes. So there's a Team Climb where you're going to be working together as one single team. There's a Team Climb Challenge where you basically split into 2 teams, or 2 rope teams as they refer to them in the rules. There's a surprise climb. There's some surprise cards in here we're going to take a look at. And so really very, very fun. And I think this is a nice kind of set of rules here, all in one spot for the game itself and how to do the team climbing aspect of it. And again, some different ways you can do that. We'll talk about the surprise cards here in a second, but the team climb cards, these are really cool. So with this, each of these have an associated number of points on them, representing the difficulty. And really, these other ones, the block to block and some of these other, they're definitely challenging. With that, take a look at like just one of these, flip them over. They are bigger. Open up from my original one here, one of the cards. So I like that it's bigger, right? Because you're going to be working in a team. Again, there's more steps and it has some more content on them, but you can see the size of these cards are a little bit bigger. With that, you can see that it splits it up. So depending on how many players you have on a team, again, you could do this just with 2 players, but this really provides an opportunity for you to assign, hey, how many players. If you have up to 5, it gives you a good idea of, okay, with this route, this is the order, who's going to do what with those holds. And so I really well done here, showing you the different things. Again, you could actually do these with the other routes that are already included. Again, you can check out the app and see some more routes, but it is nice that it has the different players, giving them a different color that can help you guide you with who's doing what hold, taking turns with that. The other way that you can play, so there's the team climb routes, which is really nice. The other thing that this expansion includes are these surprise climbs, which are really cool because you can shuffle these up, and really what it is it's not a designated route like these prior. You have these different difficulties and levels and specific way. It is going to be a randomizer. So it's a randomizer of sorts of, hey, we're just gonna shuffle these up and see which different things come up. Some may or may not be possible. It may provide some really simple kind of routes or holds, transitions. It may provide some really challenging ones, right? So the idea is you'll flip over one for the first player. They're going to start with the gray, small gray one here. And the other person, again, you could do this by yourself too. So I could actually just start and say, okay, it's going to start with the gray and the yellow. Holds like this. And then I could flip it over, and I'm going to need to now do a green. And then after you get the third one, I need to let go of that first one, which is the yellow, right? So I'm going to try to switch this around a little bit. So I had the gray and the yellow, and then I'm going to go here. Again, it may be challenging by yourself just because you can't flip over the cards. So you may need someone there. But then you'd flip over. Again, you could, I guess, randomize a route with the cards and then do that, just flip them over and be like, okay, this is that. And you could draw it out. That would be, I guess, the way to do it solo, is go ahead and just flip over a bunch of these and then see how far you can go. But then basically before, you have to flip, you go back to the 2 and then you flip over and you figure out what is going to be that next one. So it was a gray. So then I got to find the blue, and then I'm going to let go of the yellow, and I'll be with the green and the blue. And then I got to flip over another one. And so now we go to the small gray indent, which is right here. Go there. I'm going to be letting go of the blue. Or no, it was the gray, the green. Anyway, so that's the surprise climb, which is, I think, a really, really cool concept. It gives a lot of variability. to it. Of course, you can create your own routes and different things too, but this gives you a lot of variability. And with the team climb, you can do it different ways, but basically the way that they suggest in the rules is you're gonna shuffle these up and deal out 10 cards. You know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then that team is gonna take that. They're gonna go through that. The first player, second player grip. There's the third. And then of course you need to let go of that first one, and then that will be the next one. So really, really cool concept. If you get through all 10, that team would get a point. Then the other player, you're gonna shuffle all these back in here and deal out 10 more. And then the other team's gonna take a turn. And they're gonna see if they can play through their 10 and get a point. And you can play to, you know, first to 13 points or however you wanna play it. So it adds a lot of variability, which I really like. And really that's the Team Climb set. So again, you're getting everything in the original as well as the Surprise Climb deck, the Team Climb deck, which kind of gives you those specific call outs for the different players on that, as well as the liquid chalk included as well. So if you have any questions, please let me know. But thanks for watching this video. And if you haven't, again, check back when I have the videos of me putting together the Boulder ball. I'll include that, as well as a video that will compare I'll talk about the use of the chalk. And again, I have never used chalk before in rock climbing or in this. So I'm gonna actually test these out, and I'll post a link to that in the description as well when I get those out. So thanks for watching, and that is how Lou sees it.